feel too bad about that leg support because that was already bent when we got it. Yeah, honestly, that wouldn't have been a bad spot for it. Anna, Lucy, and I went and picked up this 6-ton bin from actually our nutritionalist brother. So I got this for $800, and I got the Linebacker feeder for $500. So the Linebacker is not in that great a condition, but I needed another feeder because I want to put the creep feeder out in the pasture for the calves over the summer and creep feed them that way to get them growing weight faster. So as a result, I need something to feed my steers with over the summer, and that feeder, as long as I should get at least, I think I'll get at least 2 years use out of it. I'm pretty sure I'll get my money back out of it in that respect. So while we were there, we also picked up this 6-ton bin that came with an auger as well. So I'm actually still in the market for one of these. I'd like another one, but what I'm going to be using this one for is the concentrate. So we've been throwing bags into the feed mill whenever we mix loads up, which I'm fine with. However, there's a $60 difference per ton between the bags and ordering it in bulk. So it'll make it easier to load the feed mill up in that respect. Our nutritionalist said his brother was selling it, and I went and looked at it. As you can tell, the roof is actually bent in. That happened the last time the previous owner was moving it around, and I did what I could to beat it because when I went and looked at it, it was actually holding water on the roof. So I hit it with a mallet to try to give it a little bit of a slope to get the water to run off, hopefully. And we're going to take some roofer's tape, cover those seams, and then we're going to spray it with tar to try to seal it back up. And I think that'll do a pretty good job of keeping the moisture out, at least temporarily. Today is just a crazy windy day. So I actually went and started peeling some of this off. I'm going to go get a gasket scraper and continue to take off as much of this as I can, because I got some tape that I'm going to lay over top of this to try to seal it up, because there's actually a pretty decent sized gap in right there. The big thing about this bin was that it came with an auger. So for $800, for what it is, I thought that was a pretty good deal. I know that there are cheaper and bigger bins out there, but for the price point that I got this one for, especially with the auger, I thought it was worth it. So I haven't totally figured out where I'm going to set this up yet, but I want to get the roof sealed and get it standing. For now, I'm probably going to leave it over here and just, you know, run an extension cord over to the auger if I can get it set up. Long term, I'd like to move this out to my place and use it out there, but the way I was looking at it is where I want to put it out at my place. The trucks, especially in the winter, would not be able to get down to it with all the ice. So if it's here, it's accessible until I get my place situated and moved around and need to take out the grain bin and the chicken house at my place. I was going to set it on there, but then I thought, it's like, oh well, on a muddy day especially, it's like there's no way you could get down to it. So otherwise it's in pretty good condition. The biggest hang up is the roof, but I feel like I can get that to not leak. I'm pretty confident anyway. Tilt it back. Tilt it back. Okay, drop it down. Tilt it back. Down. Good. It's not running the wrong way, is it?
Let's turn it on again. Turn it off. Nope, it's going the right way.
Is it? Good.
Turn it around.
Pick it up. You're good. Well, there you have it. She ain't pretty, but she should be functional. So for now, I'm just gonna run an extension cord. There's an outlet just on the side of the 10,000 bushel bin here. So I'll run an extension cord over and I'll plug it in that way. How I'm gonna measure it out is I'm gonna put a bucket underneath it and turn it on for however long it takes for the bin or the bucket to fill. And then once the bucket's full, I can weigh that and I'll know how much feed will come out in a given time frame. So that will tell me how long to run it. That and or I can just use the bucket method and load it like that anyway. Preferably not. I would just like to load it directly into the feed mill just to save throwing buckets and turning it on and off repeatedly. So I don't know. I think it'll serve its purpose. I got the top sealed up. Might not be pretty, but that's functional. So I'll get a load here this week and I'll be mixing a load up later this week at the latest. So hopefully it should work out good for me. I still need to get the feeder up and running. There's a little bit of work I want to do to that before I put that in, which is fine because I have some time yet before I need to put it in. We've now got just 1 ton of feed in the concentrate bin. I didn't want to load it completely full with 6 tons of feed when I'm not totally sure if the roof is leak proof. I'm pretty sure it is, but I didn't want to load it full just to find out I didn't get it sealed right. But today we're going to be mixing a load of feed, and I've got this extremely accurate high-tech weigh scale here. And what this is going to allow me to do is measure out roughly how much feed I'm putting in to the feed mill. So the current prescription ration that I've got the steers on is 400 pounds. Now I thought this scale went up to at least 50, so this might be a little interesting trying to gauge properly. But I got an extension cord. We're going to plug it in, run out some feed, and measure it. And hopefully I can get a good idea on how much a bucket of feed weighs, and then I can just walk it over and dump it in. If I had thought about this, that I still needed to do this because it's new to me, I didn't think about it when we set the feed mill up to the bin, so that's already set up and everything, and I'm not taking it back down. So I'll just take the buckets over for today. But otherwise, I mean, we could back right up to this with the feed mill. Ew. So there we've got our concentrate. That corn and oats might have actually came on the truck, but let's weigh it out. So what we've got so far is roughly 21.5 pounds, 22 pounds. So according to this, what I've got so far is roughly 28 pounds. So I would say a bucket is going to be right around 30 pounds. That means that I need to move 13 buckets. Next week, I am definitely backing the feed mill up over here. All right, I'm going to back up. Say when. Somebody didn't say when. I'm just kidding. Dang, I'm good. Actually, I just looked at the camera on my phone and used that to back up. There we go. That was stupidly easy. We should be good now. We can go out and dump this off. I can't guarantee that I'm going to do it yet today, but I need to get this feeder down into the steer lot, mostly because there's still corn left in it, and I want to get the calves eating that ASAP. But I bought some paint, and I also have a spray gun. I've never spray painted anything before, but when I bought the spray gun, I knew I was going to be doing something like this to test it on. So I got some Rust-Oleum. It's, well, you can see what it is there. High performance protective enamel. But I'm going to be spraying around some of the more rusted out parts. Can't guarantee that it's really helping anything, but it's going to be a good test run for me with the spray gun. So let's get started. There she is. I didn't end up doing any work to the ends yet. Honestly, I kind of want to just take a Sawzall to them, but I wanted to get this done because as soon as we start making hay, this thing is pretty much history in terms of hoping to get anything done on it. So I just wanted to put the paint on that I had bought for it. I got a little bit of experience with the spray gun, which honestly I think turned out pretty good, don't you think? I got most of the feeder done, which also I didn't expect that in the spray gun it went a lot further than I thought it would. They say that part of the paint aerosolizes and you lose part of it, but I got almost all of it completely done. There's just pretty much one ring of paint around the top on the roof that I got done, but otherwise I didn't do any of the roof. So I could go get another thing of paint, but I'm not really too worried about it. If I really feel like I want to do that, that's going to be an easy part to go spray. Honestly, I could just roll on the top if anything. Even if it's down on the lot, there's not really anything that can get on the top, and it's usually cleaned by the rain. So I'm going to take the 4020 back to the farm now, but I'll probably drop this in here in the next week or two. At some point in the next 10 days, I'll probably move that into here once I feel like it's dried up adequately. But overall, I'm pretty satisfied with the spray job that I did. By no means is that the proper way to do it. I didn't intend to do it the proper way, which would have been actually completely cleaning it out, hosing it down with the pressure washer, and then scraping off any loose metal. I pretty much just rolled in and sprayed it all down, and I think it still looks good.
overall, you know, I'm just mostly looking to maintain the integrity of the hopper itself so that it doesn't start leaking corn. Some of the sides were getting pretty bright red, rusted. So I'm gonna dump this load of feed in. I'm gonna take this back over to the farm, and I'm gonna call it a night. Spraying that feeder down took about 2 hours longer than I thought it was gonna, but at least I'm done before the sun went down. I see a few spots I could have painted better, but you know what I say, a little bit of something is better than nothing.
Good. There's a little bit of corn left in here from its last use. Yeah, so that's like one load out of the feed mill. It's almost done. So theoretically, this Linebacker feeder can hold between 2 and 3 feed mills worth. Theoretically. I think this feeder will work pretty good for me. I only really need it to hold together for 2 years for me to really get my money back out of it for how little I paid for it. But as long as it holds together, I think it's worth the money. So anyway, that's pretty much it for this video. In the next coming days, I'm going to get the cow feeder 2.0 set up, which you probably can't see from here. And that'll be in one of our upcoming videos, so stay tuned for that. But it's pretty sweet. So anyway, thanks for watching this video, guys. Be sure to check out all of our other videos. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat, all How Farms Work. And don't forget to sign up for the cattle chute giveaway on our website at howfarmswork.com if you've got cattle and you need a chute. So anyway, I'll see you next time, guys.